What is going on, everybody? This is the Painless Cash Buyer Secrets call, where we break down exactly how to make money, how to get deals, because who cares about the theory of this? I want to show you guys exactly how to do it, because we're all here to uh, do deals, right? What's up, everybody? So Nathan Payne, if you don't know who I am, comment where you are. It's important for me to connect with you because that's why I do this call too. I want to network. So let me know where you're working, what market you're working in, where you live, because maybe I got a deal that maybe you can help me sell. Maybe you got cash buyers. So that's the important thing about this call is it's not just about me showing you guys how to do deals, but maybe we can do deals together. So go in the comments wherever you're watching from. And right now, just comment, hey, I'm from Utah, I'm from wherever you are. That's the great thing about this business too, is you can do it virtually nationwide. So love it, and excited to be working with you guys today. I got a live deal that we're going to break down. I had a buddy that just called me and he said, hey, I got this situation. I know you wholesale. I know you work with cash buyers. Can you help me out? And I'll explain that to you guys. And we're going to live. I'm going to show you guys how I find a cash buyer. I already have some cash buyers because that's what I do. I like to network. I try to find a cash buyer, always be networking, always looking for cash buyers, always looking for people that you can work with. But I'm going to show you how to do it live if you don't have any cash buyers and you come across a deal like this. So again, let me know where you're watching from. If you want to do me a giant favor to help this call, this stream, whatever you want to call it, if you want to help it get out to more people, just like this video wherever you're at. The way that algorithms work is there's so much content out there these days, and they only really determine what's good by the thumbs up, right? The thumbs up are what if people are watching. So do me a favor, heart this, like it wherever you're watching. It doesn't matter, on YouTube, whatever platform, LinkedIn, just like this so we can get this in front of more people. And if you don't want to like it because you don't like me, okay, I get it. It's all good. I appreciate you anyway. No hard feelings. All right, let's see who's coming in and watching us. We got Indianapolis, Indiana. Maybe we can work together. What's your name? Because it's just showing me Facebook user. When people are from Facebook, it doesn't say who they are. But Indianapolis, I've worked a couple deals in Indianapolis in my day. Who else we got here? Let me just make sure my mic's set up too. Sometimes it doesn't connect to my mic, and I want to make sure it's set up good. So, well, it's set up perfect. All right, perfect. Where else are you guys watching from? Got Indianapolis. I know you guys are watching from all over. Atlanta, Georgia. Anybody from Atlanta, Georgia? All right. So anyway, this is obviously this call. I use batch leads to find buyers. If you guys don't have batch leads, I don't know what you're waiting on. Go get it. It's super helpful. Use batch all the time. But if you guys are like, look, Nate, bump that. I don't want to spend money on batch. That's fine. You can find buyers many different ways, but what I'm going to do is show you guys how to use batch to do it, because that's how I do it. And if if you guys don't have an account, just DM me. I'll send you a link where you can try for free for 7 days. Okay. All right, without further ado, let's dive into this deal, because there's no time to waste. Okay. And any resources that I send you guys, or anything that any resources that you see on this live call and you're like, man, I really wish I had that. All you have to do is go to painlessflipping.com. I give away 99.9% of the stuff that I use for free. And then obviously, if you want to learn how to use it, then we can talk about that later. You can DM me and I can tell you about how I help people use the tools. But if you just want the tools and you want to figure it out yourself, I'm going to give you everything. All right. So let's dive right into this deal I got. So this is what happened. I'm at jiu-jitsu today, rolling around at lunchtime. If you guys don't know what Brazilian jiu-jitsu is, it's a martial arts. So I'm rolling around, and one of my buddies from jiu-jitsu, he sells roofs. Yeah. The shingles and everything. So he's like, hey, Nate. He actually wasn't at the jiu-jitsu that I was rolling around at lunchtime. He called me during that, and I was like, oh, maybe he was calling me about jiu-jitsu. Maybe he wanted to come roll and he forgot something. I don't know. I called him back. I said, hey, Justin, what's going on, brother? And he says, hey, Nate, I have a lady who wants to sell for cash. Do you do that kind of stuff? And because you guys know that I put out content, I let people know what I do. I'm a cash buyer. I also wholesale. I basically, you give me someone that wants to sell, I can solve the problem. I can give the seller many options. That's what I do. Okay. That's what you all do. Don't just box yourselves into, I just wholesale. No, if it's a great deal, you're going to buy it. You're going to keep it. It just depends on the deal, right? And what you're able to work with through your negotiation skills. So anyway, he says, Nate, I got this lady who wants to sell. Okay. She's getting divorced and she just wants to be done with it. And I said, okay, all right. Tell me a little bit more. Does she, does she want to sell with an agent? He's like, no, she just wants to sell for cash. And like I said, I don't really know what to do with it. Can you help me out? I said, yeah, man, of course. I work with people all the time. If you go get the deal, like if you negotiate with her and I don't have to be involved in the negotiation of the price, I can bring a cash buyer. I'll buy it or I'll bring a cash buyer and let's split the deal 50-50. Okay. So he's like, okay, cool. So this is what he says to me. He says, her house is in a 1.3 to $1.5 million neighborhood in Utah. Okay. And all she wants is $800,000. And I'm like, whoa, okay. That's all she wants? And he's like, yeah, 800,000. She's just ready to go. She just wants to be done with it. And I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. So guys, that's a big spread. Okay. 1.5, 1.3, 800,000. Now this house is not trashed. This house is not like destroyed. This is in really good condition. So I'm going to break down the numbers for you right now and show you how much money can be made on this deal. And what we're going to tell her, we're going to say, cause that's just how I work. I'm not just going to be like, okay, 800,000, let's do it. I'm going to say, hey, look, you can make more money if we list this, just cause I want people to know their options. And she said she doesn't want agents, but I like to make sure that the seller feels comfortable making the decision. So we'll make sure before, we lock it down, cause we don't have it under contract yet. I'm doing it the painless way. I'm just finding out what I can pay before I say, yes, I can do 800,000. I like to either go and see that property. I like to do deals before, instead of just in the due diligence period. I like to send my buyers to look at the homes before I have it under contract, because I know my buyers and I know that nothing's going to happen, just because I don't like locking something up and in the due diligence period backing out. So anyway, it's the painless way. It's doing deals without needing a due diligence period. Okay. Not saying you have to do that on all deals, but that's what we're going to do on this deal. So let's take a look at this. Let me pull up the painless offer calculator. So you guys can see how much money potentially can be made on this deal. And if you guys like the painless offer calculator, I used to charge for it because I spent thousands of dollars making it and a lot of hours, thousands of dollars making it and thousands of hours making it, because it does everything. It shows the options that you have as an investor, that you can talk to sellers about. It does wholesale analysis, flip analysis. It does novations, BRRRR strategy, 1% rule. If you want to do a rental, it does creative, cash on cash. It even whips out letter of intents for you. It does everything. Like if you want to do a deal and you want to know if it's a good deal, this is what I use, and I give it away for free for right now. Okay. So if you want that, just go to the bottom of this. Where are we here? Yeah, just go here to painlessflipping.com and I give it to you for free. So let's take a look at this deal. So she wants to sell it for 800,000. We're going to let her know she probably get more than that, but she's cool with that. And that's what we end up getting under contract for. That's cool with me. Actually, I'm going to go to the wholesale analysis so you guys can see what this looks like. So it's 1.5 and she wants 800,000. All right. So this is what it looks like. If I wholesale this deal, someone's going to have to get a hard money loan if they're going to flip it. 12%, 2 points. Okay. That's how much they're going to have to pay on interest. They're going to have to put 15% down. They're going to probably hold it for like maybe 3 months because the house is already in good condition. This one is mainly going to be like a wholesale. They're going to buy it. They're going to clean it, maybe update a couple things, and then they're going to relist it. So it's not going to take a long time. And then, let's see. And the rehab on this, let's say it's 50,000 because it doesn't need that much. Okay. So I would right here, I'd put 50,000. And if I made $12,000 on this deal, a flipper would make $487,150. It'd be a 32% return. So my buyers, I have a buyer who's okay with an 8% return. Okay. So what does that mean for me? That means I can make, Guys, this is kind of crazy on this deal. That's why I'm going to tell her she could make a lot more. If she listened. Now, if she doesn't want it, she's like, look, I'm rich and I just want to be done. Guys, potentially, I'm not saying this is going to happen, like knock on wood, like maybe, I don't know, but there's a $350,000 spread on this. It's a no-brainer. If so, at 800,000, if it's 1.5. So let's go to 1.3. Let's say, okay, it's not worth 1.5, it's worth 1.3. Okay, so you're not making that if it's 1.3. So we're gonna have to juice it down. This is what I'm thinking is more realistic on this deal. I think I could find someone that's willing to make an 8% return because they'd still make good money. Guys, well, this is still like a fat wholesale fee. Okay. Yeah. Look, they're cool with it because it's like a light. I might even just buy this thing and just flip it myself. Like if I just flip it myself, I go to the flip rehab calculator and I go 1.5, blah, blah, blah. Let's go 3 months, 50K. Yeah, that's incredible, right? Like if I just did it myself and it sold for 1.5, you'd make $500,000. Guys, I'm not saying I'm going to, that's a lot of money. I'm going to say, hey, lady, look, you're going to make way more money. Obviously, if we can list this for you, or we'll obviously offer a little bit more, but we'll see what happens. So that's the deal we're looking at right now. Pretty crazy, right? And I'm willing to split this deal with the guy 50-50 just because, look, I didn't know about this deal. He deserves every part of 50% for bringing me the deal. That's just how it is. And I didn't know, like, obviously I didn't know it was that juicy. But that's how it works. It doesn't matter what you make. If we agree on something, let's do it. So now we have the deal. So this is what I said to him. I said, and this is, guys, watch, this is exactly like how the process of how I work. And this is how you guys could do it too. Okay. We have the motivated seller. We know what they want. Okay. We can lock it up and say, yeah, I can give you 800,000. Let's do the dang deal. We could, right? But what I'm doing instead, and honestly, maybe we should just lock it up. But at the moment, I'm just like, hey, let me just go look at it and let's bring some of my buyers through just to see what they pay. And so I said, hey, buddy, Justin, just tell her we're going to stop by. What's a good time that I could walk through and we could have some of our buyers walk through? And he's like, this Saturday. Okay. So we're going to see, we have the walkthrough set up. Again, not under contract because I don't want to say commit because I think we can get her more. I don't want to do $800,000 yet. Plus when the seller wants like a certain price at 800,000, you're like, okay, good. And you just go for it. That's usually like a red flag for sellers. They're like, oh, really? That easy? Maybe I should go try my different options. And I want her to know, like, hey, we're giving you all the options up front and you get to decide instead of just like getting excited and be like, let's do this. So anyway, so we're going to go walk it. All right. I already have some buyers that are interested. I'm obviously interested in buying it, but what do I do if I want to find some extra cash buyers, right? If I want to see if I don't have cash buyers. Well, I'm about to show you right now. Again, this is a fat deal. And yeah, that's it. So this is the process we're going through. Walkthrough already set up. Already know what the seller wants. Once the walkthrough is done, we can lock up the price, negotiate. She already wants 800K, which is already a deal, but we're going to talk to her further because when something sounds too good, I usually don't pull the trigger like immediately either because I like easy come, easy go. I want to test the situation a little bit better. All right. So here, let me show you guys how I find the cash buyer. Okay. So let me pull batch leads. I know I got it back here, but it's hard to see that. So I'm just going to show you guys right now on my screen. Hold on. Got to log in. Okay. Is everybody ready? All right. So here it is. So Salt Lake City, Utah. Where's this property at? It's in the east. It's in the I think it's in the avenues or the East Bench. Anyway, let's just say it's in the avenues. So all I have to do is there's actually 2 different modes to see stuff, and I kind of like the new one. So let's try this one. So I'm going to zoom out. I could obviously just say Salt Lake City, Utah. That'd probably be easier. Okay. So we're going to go to the avenues. And what we do here is we go and we mark the area where the house is, right? You can type in the address and it will directly take you to the property, or you can just go where you know where it is. Okay. I go on market because this is saying, hey, these are the houses for sale at this very moment. And then I go over to cash buyers. Okay. There's 24 flips. And what this means is these people have flipped these homes. Obviously, you can tell that because look, they look like they've been flipped. They've been staged. They look good. And how it knows this is it just says like, okay, who bought a property within the last year cash and is selling it now and with a real estate agent. And that determines a cash buyer. So there's 24 cash buyers I can call right now who buy in this area that I could say, hey, are you interested in flipping any more properties in this area? Because I have one that's right down the street that I think you might be interested in. So that is how we work it. Now, I can't show you because YouTube will like flag because it shows too much information. Batch gives too much good data that it'll say, hey, like your the privacy, like you can't show that data. So anyway, what I do is I click on this. I'm not going to show you, but I click and I call the agent, or I skip to trace the cash buyer. And I call them, and the script I use is super simple. It's just, hey, how's it going? I have a property right down the street. I noticed that you represent if this is the agent, I know that you're representing a flipper on this deal. Are you looking for any more deals by chance? And if they're like, yes, then I give them the information and I explain the situation. Okay. And then I'd send them to the walkthrough. If it's not if we don't want to do that, like if you don't want to call the agent, you can call the cash buyer and you can just say, hey, I got a deal. The reason why I like calling agents, even if they make a commission, it's whatever, they just have better relationships with the buyers. So I don't have to go build that relationship with that buyer immediately. You can do both, but I don't mind cutting an agent like $5K, $3K to get the deal done. Plus they might be able to get bring buyers that, might pay more. I've sold a lot of deals through agents. So that's the scenario, everybody. Nothing crazy. It's just I tell people what I do, which everyone that's watching this should tell people that they're involved in real estate and they buy homes for cash, and they have a network of cash buyers as well. People will bring you deals like this one. This is not something I would have found, normally. And, then you can just split deals and you can bring me deals too. I work with a ton of people in my, my program, my community, and we do deals together. And normally they make more money than they would have because my cash buyers in the process that I work gets as much money as possible out of deals. And I squeeze deals that maybe wouldn't work the traditional wholesale way, but it works the painless wholesale way because I'm transparent. I let people know their options and they usually go with it because they feel comfortable and they're like, hey, this guy's not just trying to sell me on what he wants. Hey, yeah, man, you just saw this on. That's the one. And by the way, you just saw this on Facebook because my dispo person, Dalton, is yeah. But I said, hey, put it on Facebook. Let's go. Let's get it. Dalton is watching. Bro, bring a buyer. Let's get it. It's a fat deal. Let's go. All right. Any questions? Anybody have questions of, how I got the deal, how I'm working the deal instead of just locking it up and saying, yes, lady, we can do 800,000. Let's do it. Which you're probably all watching this dude, you're an idiot. Just freaking lock it up. Now, as I'm talking about it with you guys, I'm like, maybe I should just lock it up. But part of me is also let's just get in there and know exactly what we can pay. Cause who knows, maybe this is the random house in the neighborhood that's not going to sell for 1.3. It's going to sell for 850. There's always nuances. And I just like to be sure. I like to be confident, and give confidence to the seller, and just instead of being like, hey, but I don't know, maybe I get off this call and I call Justin and just say, hey man, what do you think if we just commit already, she would sign? I don't know. The reason why I do the painless flipping method is if I'm not sure, but I'm 100% sure this is a deal without a doubt, that I would flip, that I would wholesale. So if I can't find a cash buyer, I would just buy it and flip it myself. Any other questions? I am interested in answering you guys' questions because this job, it's not rocket science. What the thing that's hard about wholesaling is being consistent. And that's the hard part about life is like diligence, dedication, like just doing it right over and over and over again. It's like farming, right? Like if I'm not a farmer, but I know that you can't just plant a seed and water it 5 times and then forget about it and it's going to grow. It's the same thing with any skill set, wholesaling, anything you want to do in life. You got to be consistent if you want to see results. And people get into this and they're like, I tried it. It didn't work. It's like, well, maybe you're not that good and you need to develop some skill sets. And that's what I do to help people as well. So if you want any of the tools of the calculator, like I said, that you can see on, that you saw on this call, just go to painlessflipping.com. I give it away for free and love to help any of you guys out. Don't see any questions coming through. So we'll just end this call and, do me a favor. If you liked it, if you liked what I had to say, like the video so we can get in front of more people. All right. And I'm drinking some herbal tea. I don't know if you guys ever tried that. It's good. Nope, no questions. All right, everybody. Best of luck. Work hard. Just know wholesaling's like being a gardener, being a farmer. You got to work hard. You got to build the skills. All right, let's get it. Peace out, everybody. Wish me luck. I'll let you know next week how it goes. Later.